Costco has built a reputation for unbeatable bulk deals and rock-bottom prices, making it the go-to store for millions of smart shoppers. But here's the cold, hard truth. Not everything in that warehouse is a bargain. In fact, some Costco products are disguised money traps, fooling customers into thinking they're saving big when they're actually wasting cash. Whether it's disappointing quality, sneaky pricing tactics, or products that go bad before you can use them, there are items lurking on those shelves that you should never put in your cart. And trust me, chances are you've already fallen for at least one of them. But here's the kicker. The worst offender of all is something most people have in their fridge right now. You won't believe what number one on this list is, and when you find out, you'll never look at it the same way again. So stick around, because you don't want to make these costly mistakes. Before we dive in, smash that like button. It takes just a second, but it helps this video reach more smart shoppers like you. And if you love saving money and avoiding waste, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because here at Frugal Daily, we drop game-changing money-saving hacks every single week. Now, let's kick things off with one Costco product that has frustrated thousands of shoppers. 10. Windshield wipers. Costco's windshield wipers may seem like a budget-friendly steal, but the harsh reality is that these so-called savings could cost you far more than you expect. Countless drivers have reported that these wipers wear out at an alarming rate, often deteriorating within weeks or just a few months. Instead of delivering smooth, streak-free visibility, they start skipping, smearing, and even splitting apart when you need them most. Now, imagine this scenario. You're caught in a torrential downpour, struggling to see through a windshield covered in streaks, all because you tried to save a few bucks. Not only does this turn your so-called deal into a waste of money, but it also compromises your safety on the road, something no smart shopper should ever risk. Here's the smarter move. Skip the Costco wipers and invest in a quality set from a trusted brand like Bosch or Rain-X. These brands are designed to last through multiple seasons, maintaining peak performance in both heavy rain and freezing conditions. The trick? Wait for sales at major auto stores or online retailers like Amazon, where you can score premium wipers at a similar price but with far superior durability. At the end of the day, a cheap wiper that fails when you need it most isn't a deal. It's a disaster waiting to happen. 9. Kirkland. Signature cream cheese. When it comes to cream cheese, quality isn't just a luxury, it's essential. Sure, Kirkland's Signature's version might tempt you with its lower price, but many shoppers regret making the switch. The texture? Off. Instead of the rich, velvety smoothness you expect, Kirkland's cream cheese has been described as chalky, grainy, and oddly stiff. And the taste? A disappointment. It lacks the signature tangy, creamy balance that makes a good cream cheese irresistible, leaving you with a spread that feels flat and artificial. Now, imagine slathering this onto a fresh, toasted bagel, only to have it crumble apart instead of melting into a smooth, luscious layer. Or worse, using it in a cheesecake recipe, only to find the final result lacking the rich, decadent texture that makes homemade desserts so good. That's why experienced shoppers know the truth. Philadelphia remains king for a reason. If you want the perfect creamy consistency and bold, authentic flavor, don't settle for an inferior substitute. A few cents saved isn't worth sacrificing taste, texture, and quality. 8. Bulk fresh garlic. Costco's bulk fresh garlic might look like a bargain, but this so-called deal is actually a trap, one that leaves most shoppers with more waste than savings. Garlic may be a kitchen essential, but it has a limited shelf life, and unless you're cooking for a large family or a restaurant, you're likely to end up with shriveling, sprouting, or moldy cloves before you can use them all. The problem? Once garlic starts to age, its flavor weakens, turning into a dull, lifeless version of what it once was. That means by the time you finally reach the last few bulbs, you're not even getting the bold, aromatic punch that makes fresh garlic such a staple in cooking. And let's be real, who wants to ruin a homemade dish with weak, stale garlic just because they fell for a bulk deal? The smarter move? Buy garlic in smaller quantities from a local grocery store or farmer's market, where you can hand-pick firm, fresh bulbs that actually last. That way, you ensure maximum flavor, zero waste, and real savings. Because here's the truth. It's not about how much you buy, it's about how much you actually use. And when half your purchase ends up in the trash, you're not saving, you're wasting. 7. Kirkland Signature. Whole milk. Buying milk in bulk sounds convenient, but Costco's 2-gallon packs are more of a liability than a deal for most shoppers. Unless your household chugs milk daily, there's a high chance you won't finish both gallons before they expire, curdle, or turn into a foul-smelling waste of money. Spoiled milk doesn't just mean throwing cash down the drain. It also means unexpected grocery runs, ruined recipes, and frustration over food waste that could have been avoided. And don't think freezing is the answer. While technically possible, frozen milk often separates into a grainy, unappetizing mess, making it less than ideal for drinking or cooking. Here's what smart shoppers do instead. Buy milk in single-gallon containers from a regular grocery store, where it's easier to manage and stays fresh until the last drop. This way, you're not rushing to use up excess milk, dealing with waste, or regretting a bulk purchase that seemed smart at the time. Because in reality, a deal that forces you to throw food away isn't a deal at all. 6. Kikkoman. Soy sauce. At first glance, a massive 1.89-liter bottle of Kikkoman soy sauce from Costco seems like a cost-effective buy. But here's the big problem. Soy sauce has a shelf life. While it doesn't technically expire, its flavor quality slowly deteriorates once opened. With constant exposure to air, humidity, and light, the once bold, salty, umami-rich depth begins to fade, turning into something flat, dull, and lifeless. By the time you make it through even half the bottle, what was supposed to elevate your dishes is now just a watery, lackluster disappointment that barely adds any flavor at all. Unless you're cooking Asian cuisine on a near-daily basis, there's no reason to buy soy sauce in bulk. A smaller, freshly opened bottle will always outperform a stale, half-used giant container. The best move? Stick with standard-sized bottles from your local grocery store. You'll get stronger, fresher flavors, avoid waste, and ensure that every dish you make has the rich, savory depth it deserves. Because let's face it, a cheap, oversized bottle isn't worth it if it ruins your food. 5. Costco. Clothing. Costco is a go-to destination for bulk groceries, home essentials, and unbeatable deals. But when it comes to clothing, that same bargain-hunting mindset can backfire. Kirkland brand apparel may look like a steal with its low prices, but many shoppers quickly regret the purchase once they realize what they actually got. Low-quality fabric that doesn't hold up. After just a few washes, shirts shrink, pants lose their fit, colors fade, and seams start falling apart. What seemed like a smart buy at the register ends up in the donation pile or the trash within months, turning what was supposed to be a money-saving move into an expensive mistake. The real secret to saving on clothing? Avoid bulk store apparel altogether and shop for name-brand items on clearance at major retailers like Macy's, Target, or outlet malls. These stores frequently offer deep discounts on high-quality fabrics, meaning you get clothing that actually lasts, without paying full price. Instead of having to replace cheap, worn-out clothes every season, investing in well-made pieces ensures your wardrobe stays intact for years, not months. Because at the end of the day, a bargain isn't a bargain if you have to keep spending more to replace it. 4. Premium steaks. Costco's steaks are undeniably high quality, but here's the mistake that too many shoppers make, assuming that Costco always has the lowest prices. The reality? You might be paying more than necessary. While the warehouse giant does offer prime and choice cuts, many local grocery stores and independent butcher shops often sell the same or even better quality meat for a lower price, especially during sales. But here's where it gets worse. Many Costco shoppers don't even realize they're overpaying because they assume buying in bulk always means a better deal. In some cases, you could be spending top dollar for a steak that you could have gotten for significantly less elsewhere. So, how do smart shoppers avoid this costly mistake? Always compare prices before heading straight to Costco. Local butcher shops not only offer fresher cuts, but they also custom trim your meat to your liking, something you won't get with Costco's pre-packaged options. Plus, grocery stores frequently run promotions on premium steaks, meaning you could walk away with a restaurant-quality cut for a fraction of the price. The bottom line? Just because Costco offers bulk savings doesn't mean it's the best deal on everything. If you're spending top dollar, make sure you're actually getting the best value for your money. After all, what's the point of buying in bulk if you're paying more than you should? 3. Kirkland. Signature bagels. Costco's bulk buy approach works well for some grocery staples, but when it comes to bagels, it's a trap that leads to waste. The problem? You don't get a choice. You're forced to buy at least a dozen at a time, whether you can realistically finish them or not. And unless you have a plan to freeze them immediately, there's a high chance they'll turn stale, rock hard or moldy before you ever get through the pack. Unlike standard supermarket bread, bagels contain little to no preservatives, meaning their shelf life is shockingly short. Within a few days, they start to dry out, lose their chewiness, and eventually go bad, leaving you with no choice but to toss them in the trash. And let's be honest, if you're constantly throwing away food, are you really saving money? The smartest move? Skip Costco's bulk bagel commitment and instead, buy them fresh in smaller quantities from a local bakery or grocery store. Not only will they taste significantly better, but you'll also avoid the guilt and frustration of watching perfectly good food go to waste. And let's not forget, freshly baked bagels from a quality bakery have a superior texture, a richer flavor, and don't require you to rush through them before they expire. Because in the end, a so-called bargain that forces you to waste money is never really a bargain at all. 2. Canned soda. Stocking up on bulk soda from Costco seems like a no-brainer. After all, buying in bulk usually means getting the lowest price, right? Wrong. This is one of the biggest money traps that many shoppers fall for, thinking they're saving when, in reality, they're spending more than they need to. The truth is, local grocery stores, big box retailers, and even gas stations often run better promotions on 12-packs and 24-packs, sometimes slashing prices by as much as 50% during major sales events. That means while you're lugging home a giant 36-pack from Costco, thinking you got a bargain, someone else just walked out of Walmart or Target with the same amount of soda for way less. And let's talk about the hidden cost. Where exactly are you going to store all of it? Unless you have a dedicated pantry space or an extra fridge, those bulky soda packs eat up valuable kitchen real estate just so you can hold on to cans that you could have bought cheaper elsewhere. The smarter way to stock up on soda: always check supermarket sales first. Stores like Walmart, Target, Kroger, and even Walgreens or CVS frequently offer buy one get one free deals, instant discounts, and loyalty rewards that drastically lower the cost per can. And unlike Costco, where you're locked into buying one giant bulk pack of the same soda, grocery stores let you mix and match different flavors or even take advantage of limited-time special editions. Plus, by buying smaller quantities more frequently, you're always drinking fresh soda instead of cans that have been sitting in storage for months, losing carbonation. At the end of the day, a bulk deal that costs you more, limits your options, and eats up space isn't a deal at all. It's a mistake. 1. Organic English cucumbers. This is, without a doubt, one of the most deceptive so-called deals at Costco, and shoppers fall for it time and time again. A bulk pack of organic English cucumbers might seem like a bargain, but here's the brutal truth. These cucumbers spoil faster than you think, turning into a slimy, mushy mess before you can use them all. Unlike other produce that has a longer shelf life, cucumbers contain a high water content, which means they are extremely perishable and prone to going soft, wrinkled, or moldy within just a few days. Even if you follow every storage tip, wrapping them in paper towels, keeping them in a crisper drawer, or using perforated bags, it's nearly impossible to make them last long enough to justify buying them in bulk. And the worst part? By the time you realize they've gone bad, you've already wasted money on produce you never even got to enjoy. The better strategy? Buy cucumbers individually from a grocery store or farmer's market, where you can hand-select the freshest ones and only take home exactly what you'll use. Not only does this mean better quality and longer-lasting freshness, but it also prevents you from wasting money on food that's destined for the trash. Plus, cucumbers taste crisper, fresher, and more flavorful when they're used at peak ripeness, not when they're lingering in your fridge, slowly deteriorating. The bottom line? A deal that forces you to throw food away isn't a deal at all. It's a costly mistake. Now you know the 10 Costco products that seem like a deal but actually end up costing you more. Some of these may have surprised you, but smart shopping isn't just about finding low prices. It's about making sure your money is actually well spent. Avoiding these costly mistakes will not only keep more cash in your pocket, but also save you from frustration, wasted food, and disappointing purchases. What about you? Have you ever bought a Costco product that didn't live up to the hype? Or maybe you know another item that should have made this list? Drop a comment below and share your experience. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And before you go, don't forget to hit that like button. It helps this video reach more smart shoppers just like you. If you love saving money, making better buying decisions, and avoiding overpriced or wasteful purchases, make sure to subscribe to Frugal Daily and turn on notifications so you never miss out on our best money-saving hacks, product warnings, and shopping secrets. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.